Cinematic shot, an ethereal and mysterious bedroom scene. Deep shadows and soft, ambient lighting creating an enigmatic atmosphere. A lone figure lies in a bed, subtly illuminated by a faint, otherworldly glow, their body language hinting at a profound connection to their unconscious mind. The environment is imbued with symbolic elements, translucent, swirling wisps of light coalesce into abstract representations of various sleep postures. A curled fetal position, suggesting vulnerability, a rigid soldier's stance implying control, and a straight log form denoting confidence. These ghostly forms hover around the sleeping figure, acting as a biological mirror, reflecting hidden truths about personality, deep-seated fears, and future premonitions. The air shimmers with a sense of untold secrets, a visual metaphor for the silent code etched into every curve of the body during sleep. Subtle visual cues hint at past traumas and unfulfilled desires, manifesting as fleeting, dreamlike imagery within the shadowy corners of the room. The composition is artful and thought-provoking, designed to evoke a sense of wonder and deep introspection. The color palette is rich with cool blues. The first position we will uncover is the soldier. Imagine yourself lying on your back, arms stretched straight along your sides, legs straight and together, almost like you're standing in formation. This posture evokes an image of rigidity, of absolute control, often mistakenly associated with an inflexible or closed mind. But that is only the surface, the first deception. The truth behind this apparent fortress is far more subtle, revealing layers of character that few ever notice. What looks like a barrier is, in fact, a portal to understanding a very specific type of mind. Behind the soldier facade lie personality traits that are often underestimated. Individuals who adopt this position are, at their core, disciplined people with a strong sense of duty and order. They value structure, predictability, and organization in their lives. It's not just tidiness. It's an intrinsic need to maintain control over their environment and emotions. They are often introverts, seeking quietness. This posture reflects a mind that processes, analyzes, and seeks to keep everything in its proper place, even when the world feels chaotic. Here lies the first major misinterpretation. Rigidity is not a synonym for lack of emotion or coldness. Far from it. It is a shield, an unconscious way to protect a rich and sensitive inner world. The upright and contained posture in bed doesn't indicate absence of passion, but a need for safety and self-control, even in the vulnerability of sleep. What does this position truly mean? Not that the person is robotic, but that they are their own guardian, a sentinel of their own peace. It is the body crying out for stability, a safe harbor, expressing unshakable loyalty to itself and its principles. And here we begin to escalate the tension. Did you know that the soldier position, although seemingly uncommon, is adopted by a significant portion of the population? Recent studies indicate that between 8% and 15% of adults prefer this posture, a shocking number that makes us question what drives this unconscious choice. More alarming is the psychological impact this rigidity can conceal. Research shows a correlation between the soldier position and higher levels of anxiety and perfectionism, not because the position causes these traits, but because it reflects a mind struggling to remain in control, even at rest. This silent struggle, manifested in the stillness of night, can result in difficulty relaxing fully, in surrendering to the vulnerability of sleep. The soldier may wake up less refreshed, not due to lack of hours, but because of constant tension held by body and mind. It is as if they are always on guard, even in deep dreams. This rigidity, this loyalty to order, is a double-edged sword. It provides structure and discipline, but can imprison the mind in excessive control. But is this need for control always negative? Or does it reveal a hidden strength, an unbreakable resilience? And how does this compare to other positions that reveal even more disturbing secrets? If the silent soldier rises in rigidity, there is another posture that wraps us in a cocoon of vulnerability and protection, the fetal position. It is the most popular of all, an instinctive return to the womb, where the outside world is just a distant whisper. More than half of the adult population curls up to sleep, knees close to the chest, arms embracing the body, as if the bed itself were a refuge from something invisible. But what does this familiar curve really hide? It's not just comfort. It's a complex map of our psyche, silently drawn every night. Embrace this idea, because what comes next is the key to unveiling a far deeper mystery about you. There's a crucial detail hardly anyone notices in the fetal position. It's not just the curve, it's the intensity of it. How tightly the legs are pulled in, how firmly the arms wrap around the torso. This compression is not random. It is an unconscious shield. Those who sleep in a tightly curled fetal position, almost collapsing into themselves, reveal heightened sensitivity, a mind that processes the world with almost painful intensity. It is a primary defense mechanism, an attempt to protect vital organs and the heart, not from physical attack, but from emotional and psychological blows of everyday life. It is the body saying, "I need protection from what affects me." This posture becomes a precise barometer of our mental and emotional health. People who adopt the fetal position tend to be more empathetic, but also more prone to anxiety and stress. Curling up reflects an overwhelming need for safety and comfort, a desire to isolate from overwhelming situations or feelings. It is a self-soothing embrace the body provides when the mind feels overloaded. Imagine a long, exhausting day full of challenges, and at night your body instinctively seeks this shape for protection. It's no coincidence. It is a direct reflection of your internal battle, a silent plea for a truce. But the fetal position can be more than a thermometer for daily stress. It can be a time capsule for hidden traumas. People who have gone through difficult experiences, childhood neglect, or traumatic events often cling to this posture as a subconscious refuge. I once met Anna, a patient who had slept in an extremely tight fetal position since childhood, so tight that her neck and shoulder muscles were constantly tense. After years of therapy, we discovered that this posture was a physical echo of a period of deep insecurity and fear at home, when curling up was the only way she felt safe. Her body, at night, relived the need for that protection. So the next time you find yourself curled up in bed, or observe someone in that posture, know that a complex narrative is unfolding. It is not just a sleeping position, it is silent language, a testimony of sensitivity, anxiety, and sometimes unresolved ghosts inhabiting the mind. It is the body communicating, revealing the need for a shield against a world that, even in calm moments, can still feel frightening. And the most intriguing part is, what can this common posture tell us about the other secrets our body keeps hidden, waiting to be uncovered in the darkness of the night? If the fetus curls up to protect hidden wounds, there exists an even more paradoxical archetype, the one who launches themselves face down into the bed, in a posture specialists call free fall. With their arms wrapped around the pillow and the head turned to one side, these individuals seem to defy gravity even in sleep. At first glance, they radiate extroverted energy, perhaps even a vibe of adventure and boldness. They appear to face life head-on, always ready for the next challenge, the next thrill. But as with all sleep positions, the surface rarely reveals the full truth. There is a disturbing complexity beneath this apparent audacity, a secret the body guards more fiercely than the mind dares to admit. The hidden truth of the free fall position is a deep and almost visceral aversion to control and criticism. Imagine them as social butterflies who, deep down, hate feeling trapped in webs of expectations or judgment. Their constant pursuit of adventure and spontaneity is not just a desire for excitement. It is a continuous escape from any situation that threatens their autonomy. Sleeping face down, with their back exposed but their face and vital organs protected by the pillow and mattress, is an unconscious manifestation of this need. It is as if, even while resting, they are preparing to defend their freedom, avoiding any vulnerability that others might exploit. And here lies the great irony, the truth behind the appearance of extroversion. Many free fallers are, in reality, extremely sensitive to criticism and conflict. The facade of fearless adventurer is often an elaborate defense mechanism. They may be the life of the party, the ones with the most exciting stories to tell. But behind the easy laughter and sparkling eyes lies deep insecurity. Their inability to handle disapproval leads them to avoid confrontation at all costs, often sacrificing their own needs in the name of harmony. This everything is fine posture is a fragile shield against the perception of disapproval, a veil that conceals the fragility of their self-image. But if their essence is aversion to control and hypersensitivity to criticism, an unsettling question arises. How authentic are their adventures? Is their endless pursuit of new experiences and refusal to stick to routines sometimes a way to avoid confronting their own insecurities? Could this seeming freedom, this unchained lifestyle, actually be, in some cases, a self-imposed prison? A constant escape from themselves, from responsibilities that deepen bonds and inevitably invite judgment? The line between true freedom and compulsive avoidance is thinner than we imagine. What happens then, when the free faller faces a situation where control is inevitable? When life requires them to submit to structure, to routine, to constructive criticism, the mask of fearlessness tends to crack, revealing deep frustration and sometimes restrained anger. The authenticity of their adventure is put to the test. Are they truly the fearless explorers they seem to be? Or are they restless souls, forever seeking a horizon that promises total lack of constraints? The answer is far from simple, and leads us to question not only the meaning of their choices, but the very nature of the freedom they hold so sacred. But the fetal position can be more than a thermometer for daily stress. It can be a time capsule for hidden traumas. People who have gone through difficult experiences, childhood neglect, or traumatic events often cling to this posture as a subconscious refuge. I once met Anna, a patient who had slept in an extremely tight fetal position since childhood, so tight that her neck and shoulder muscles were constantly tense. After years of therapy, we discovered that this posture was a physical echo of a period of deep insecurity and fear at home, when curling up was the only way she felt safe. Her body, at night, relived the need for that protection. So the next time you find yourself curled up in bed, or observe someone in that posture, know that a complex narrative is unfolding. It is not just a sleeping position, it is silent language, a testimony of sensitivity, anxiety, and sometimes unresolved ghosts inhabiting the mind. It is the body communicating, revealing the need for a shield against a world that, even in calm moments, can still feel frightening. And the most intriguing part is, what can this common posture tell us about the other secrets our body keeps hidden, waiting to be uncovered in the darkness of the night? If the fetus curls up to protect hidden wounds, there exists an even more paradoxical archetype, the one who launches themselves face down into the bed, in a posture specialists call free fall. With their arms wrapped around the pillow and the head turned to one side, these individuals seem to defy gravity even in sleep. At first glance, they radiate extroverted energy, perhaps even a vibe of adventure and boldness. They appear to face life head-on, always ready for the next challenge, the next thrill. But as with all sleep positions, the surface rarely reveals the full truth. There is a disturbing complexity beneath this apparent audacity, a secret the body guards more fiercely than the mind dares to admit. The hidden truth of the free fall position is a deep and almost visceral aversion to control and criticism. Imagine them as social butterflies who, deep down, hate feeling trapped in webs of expectations or judgment. Their constant pursuit of adventure and spontaneity is not just a desire for excitement. It is a continuous escape from any situation that threatens their autonomy. Sleeping face down, with their back exposed but their face and vital organs protected by the pillow and mattress, is an unconscious manifestation of this need. It is as if, even while resting, they are preparing to defend their freedom, avoiding any vulnerability that others might exploit. And here lies the great irony, the truth behind the appearance of extroversion. Many free fallers are, in reality, extremely sensitive to criticism and conflict. The facade of fearless adventurer is often an elaborate defense mechanism. They may be the life of the party, the ones with the most exciting stories to tell. But behind the easy laughter and sparkling eyes lies deep insecurity. Their inability to handle disapproval leads them to avoid confrontation at all costs, often sacrificing their own needs in the name of harmony. This everything is fine posture is a fragile shield again. The perception of disapproval, a veil that conceals the fragility of their self-image. But if their essence is aversion to control and hypersensitivity to criticism, an unsettling question arises. How authentic are their adventures? Is their endless pursuit of new experiences and refusal to stick to routines sometimes a way to avoid confronting their own insecurities? Could this seeming freedom, this unchained lifestyle actually be? In some cases, a self-imposed prison? A constant escape from themselves, from responsibilities that deepen bonds and inevitably invite judgment? The line between true freedom and compulsive avoidance is thinner than we imagine. What happens then, when the free faller faces a situation where control is inevitable? When life requires them to submit to structure, to routine, to constructive criticism, the mask of fearlessness tends to crack, revealing deep frustration and sometimes restrained anger. The authenticity of their adventure is put to the test. Are they truly the fearless explorers they seem to be? Or are they restless souls, forever seeking a horizon that promises total lack of constraints? The answer is far from simple, and leads us to question not only the meaning of their choices, but the very nature of the freedom they hold so sacred. If couple sleeping positions reveal the hidden cracks and invisible bonds shaping our relationships, imagine what your own body, in its solitary nighttime state, is trying to tell you about the internal battles you fight. We're not talking about comfort alone, but about a silent cry, a map of hidden traumas and chronic anxieties carved into the architecture of your sleep. Every slight contraction, every tucked arm, every intertwined leg might be an echo of old fears, a manifestation of unresolved stress or buried wounds the conscious mind tries to suppress. But the body, in its primordial wisdom, insists on expressing. It is an intimate and often painful dialogue. Positions once dismissed as quirks, like the pillow hugger or the mummy, suddenly gain a darker significance. A person who sleeps in an extreme fetal position, knees nearly touching the chest, arms crossed over the head, may not merely be seeking warmth, but desperate protection. Such intense withdrawal is one of the clear signs of someone dealing with unresolved trauma, a deep vulnerability that leads them to seek refuge even in the womb-like safety of the bed. It is a compulsive self-embrace, a bunker for the psyche. The body, in its archaic intelligence, has defense mechanisms that operate independently of our will. When the mind is overwhelmed by chronic anxiety or trauma echoes, the nervous system remains on alert, even during sleep. This manifests in defensive postures, tense shoulders, clenched jaws, tightly closed fists, or arms rigidly stretched along the body like a soldier standing guard. These are not mere positions, they are physiological reactions of an organism that feels threatened, minimizing exposed areas, protecting vital organs even without real danger. It is the body preparing for an attack that never arrives. But how can we identify these subtle signs, this silent scream, in ourselves or others? The secret lies in observing repetitive patterns and nighttime micro-expressions that go far beyond major positions. Pay attention to a hand that always covers the face, a foot that constantly seeks support, unusual rigidity upon waking. If your partner, for example, sleeps turned toward the wall, body tense and back exposed, this may indicate unconscious need for isolation or protection. In yourself, noticing the feeling of waking up fighting, or experiencing vivid, distressing dreams combined with tense positions, are key clues. These are the whispers of the body, urgent messages demanding attention. Ignoring them means perpetuating a cycle of stress and trauma that will manifest in deeper ways during waking life. Understanding these positions is not just curiosity, it is a powerful tool for self-discovery and healing. Each position, each nighttime gesture, is a piece of the puzzle of our psyche, revealing not only who we are, but what has hurt us, and how we can rebuild ourselves. This is only the beginning. The revelations ahead promise to unveil even more shocking secrets about the hidden language of our bodies. Prepare yourself. What comes next will redefine your understanding of you. Underscore 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 underscore. After diving into the intricate webs of relationships and the silent echoes of trauma, it is time to shed popular beliefs and confront raw science. For decades, popular wisdom has sold us the idea that how we sleep is a direct mirror of our personality, a clear map of our inner self. Who hasn't heard that sleeping face down reveals a controlling nature, or that the fetal position points to a sensitive, protective soul? But do neuroscience, psychophysiology, and rigorous sleep studies truly support such simplistic correlations? Prepare to question everything you thought you knew. The reality, according to scientists who dedicate their lives to sleep research, is far more nuanced and often counterintuitive. Although the body adopts certain postures in response to emotional or physiological states, the direct, deterministic link between position X equals personality Y rarely survives scientific scrutiny. Neuroscience shows that the sleeping brain is a universe of complexity, with cycles and stages that drastically change muscle regulation and sensory perception. Psychophysiology focuses on how the body responds to internal stimuli, not on how a static position reflects an unchangeable personality trait. What studies actually reveal are fascinating patterns, but often ignored by popular culture. For example, side sleeping preference relates to spinal health and reduced reflux, not personality. People with sleep apnea may unconsciously adopt airway opening positions, physiological adaptation. Back sleeping can worsen snoring and apnea. Fetal position may reflect the body seeking comfort under stress, not a personality type. But here's the revelation that flips everything: a true pattern interrupt. Contrary to the belief that your favorite sleeping position best represents you, science suggests something radically different. Often, the position you consistently choose is not ideal for your long-term health. It may be a compensation for chronic pain, postural misalignment, unresolved tension, or a habitual response that is familiar but subtly sabotaging your recovery. Your preference might actually be a symptom, a silent scream from the body trying to cope with something you haven't noticed. This inversion of perspective is crucial. It is not always your personality shaping your sleeping position. Often it is your body's hidden needs that force or suggest a posture. This posture then impacts your mental and physical well-being, and is law to misinterpret it as a trait of personality. Science invites us to look deeper, to decode the layers of this interaction. And this understanding brings us to the apex of this journey, setting the stage for the final revelation that ties everything together in a surprising truth about you and your mattress. Underscore 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 underscore. Now that we've unveiled the scientific layers, the crucial question emerges: how does this knowledge translate into real power for your life? It's not just about identifying patterns, but about decoding your body's silent language and using it as a map for self-discovery. Your sleeping position is more than a habit. It is a nightly mirror reflecting hidden fears, repressed desires, and your essence when the day's defenses fall. Understanding this intimate communication is the first step toward a transformation that transcends your mattress. Remember Anna's story, curled into the fetal position, a portrait of vulnerability. She realized her posture wasn't just comfort, but a deep need for safety rooted in past experiences. Instead of ignoring it, Anna began an experiment. Before sleeping, she tried to relax more, extend an arm, open her body slightly. The result was surprising. Not only did her sleep improve, but she felt a newfound confidence during the day. The invisible barrier preventing openness began to dissolve, proving that nighttime change can profoundly reshape daytime behavior. OMG moment number 2. Changing your nighttime self can reshape your daytime self. This is the beauty of practical application. You don't need a sleep therapist. Begin by observing yourself. If you are a nighttime soldier, rigid and controlled, ask yourself, where in your life do you feel the need for excessive control? If you are a log, does your loyalty make you vulnerable? Each sleeping posture is an invitation to introspection, a chance to connect unconscious nighttime behavior to your emotional and social patterns during the day. The power lies in conscious action. Instead of fighting your habitual posture, ask what it represents. If you shrink, why not gently try opening a little more? If you cling to a pillow, What does this need for attachment reveal? Small intentional changes can act as biofeedback for your subconscious, like whispering new programming. I am safe to open up. I can trust. I am ready to let go of control. This is not magical healing, but a powerful tool for emotional work. Consistency is key. Every night, you have a chance to rewrite a piece of your story. The journey of self-knowledge through sleep is continuous, a dance between unconscious and conscious, where every movement is a new revelation. By decoding your nighttime self, you unlock untapped potential for emotional resilience, mental clarity, authentic connection with yourself. Prepare yourself, because what comes next is the culmination of this entire understanding, the final piece that will change not only your perception of sleep, but of the very essence of who you are. Underscore 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 underscore. The journey of self-knowledge through sleep has led us to uncover profound mysteries, showing how every curve, every nighttime position is a mirror of your waking soul. We explored the science behind comfort, the psychological implications of each posture, and how small nighttime changes can ripple into major daytime transformations. But what if we told you that everything explored so far was just the prelude to something even more extraordinary? Because the final twist lies in what transcends all common classifications, challenging the very essence of what we thought we knew about the connection between sleep and personality. It isn't just about being a fetus, a log, or a starfish. There is a hidden dimension, a final plot twist, that redefines everything. Imagine that the most known positions are merely masks we wear for protection, while a deeper, predictive truth lies dormant, waiting to be uncovered at the core of our unconscious. This truth resides in the discovery that certain nearly imperceptible positions act as internal compasses, not only reflecting who you are, but predicting where your emotional paths are headed. Cutting-edge science is beginning to map these micro-movements and body alignments that escape casual observation, revealing a complex code few have deciphered. It is not just a reading of the present, but a glimpse into the future, a silent oracle that appears when the conscious mind surrenders to the dream realm and the body takes its most authentic, revealing form. And here is where the game truly changes. There exists a sleeping position almost no one knows about, one that can predict the future of your relationships. A fleeting, almost mythical posture that emerges at specific moments of the sleep cycle, revealing patterns of connection and disconnection, of harmony and challenge, that await you in your most intimate interactions. It does not fit traditional categories, and identifying it requires sensitivity and understanding beyond everything we've explored so far. It is the key to unveiling the destiny of your heart. Your sleep, which you believed was merely rest, is actually an oracle, a star map of your deepest self and your most meaningful connections. And it is this secret position, this key to the future of your relationships, that we will explore in the next video. How to identify it? What does it truly reveal about your romantic future? And most importantly, how can you use this knowledge to shape your emotional destiny? Don't miss it. Subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and prepare to uncover the most well-guarded secret of your unconscious. Your sleep will never be the same again, and neither will your relationships.